center, 6'11", number 24, Mason Plumlee. At forward, 6'7", from Kentucky, number 25, PJ Washington. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 12, Kelly Oubre Jr. At forward, 6'7", number 20, Gordon Hayward. At guard, 6'1", from Louisville, wearing number 3, Terry Rozier.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, it seems like it will be a great fit for Ben Simmons on the Nets. There's plenty of scoring around him, so he can focus on what he does best, setting up his teammates and defending. He said, "I take pride in it. There's only one ball. If I'm able to get stops and give guys a hard time, then we'll be able to get further." Kevin?
First team all defense. All right, DA, thanks as always. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Simmons. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hornets, the forwards are Hayward and Washington. Terry Rozier is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and it should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Now here's Durant. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Just 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall. And the Hornets now going the other way. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now Simmons, after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. 16 feet away, and it's Durant missing. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Brooklyn ball.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel the deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Rozier against Simmons. Takes a 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Plumlee. Durant in the corner. 5 to shoot. Over Hayward. Durant. That's good. KD's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Nets. Rozier kicks to Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
You're starting to be able to trust that Terry Rozier is going to make these finds.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the inside. Here's Claxton. Outside for Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Oubre outside. Washington with this screen on Irving. Oubre finds Washington. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Oubre. The teardrop falls in.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Passes it to Rozier. Irving against Plumlee. First shot, first basket. He's out the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here is Irving. No points in the game yet for him. 2 points, that one goes.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all, but Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Let's get on our feet and take some yards for your honeybees.
Charlotte, and a new group in for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving, and it's Mills in for O'Neal. Richards passes to Martin. Charlotte moving the ball around.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. That shot off the mark. The pass to Simmons. Harris outside. Sharp, the pass to Curry. Down low. Fade away. Simmons can't get it to go.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
McDaniels with the ball. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Harris. Pass to Mills. Back to Harris. Pass to Sharp. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
Smith outside. He kicks to McDaniels. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped, and they get it back. That one good for 2. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 3-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Smith surveying the D. Jacks up a 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets ahead. They lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Charlotte leading by 3. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Sumner in at the point guard. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
Here's Claxton. Rozier defending. And on the way from Irving for 3. The shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Break even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Here's Claxton after Gordon Hayward's bucket. The 11-footer. And again, it's the Nets missing. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Oubre. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chance.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Now Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Oubre kicks to Rozier. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Sumner. And he slams it down right on top of P.J. Washington.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now, here's Oubre. On the wing, Rozier. Charlotte again missing.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
A nice shot by Irving. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional foul. Replay review. What What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Hornets leading by 3. Hayward looking around. Passes it to Oubre. Here's Rozier. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
To the middle. Here's Durant. And he can't bank that one in. The Hornets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Rozier.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Richards.
2 minutes.
He dishes it to Oubre. And he drives in, and it's blocked. Outside, KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
The ability to be ready to rise and fire in that situation is so important. Kevin Durant, no doubt.
And the Hornets call time here.
It's about to get wild. Here's their high kickoff clock.
Here for Brooklyn.
Now let's check out some stats for Martin. How he did last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
.144 left here in the second, and Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris depth has been a concern.
Yes, but give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals. Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is so good at pick-and-roll situations, understanding how to pass around the defender.
Simmons against Smith. Simmons passes to Sharp. And, yes, it's good. Sharp's got his first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Martin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lock at 6. Williams, a screen on Thomas. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Martin. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And here is Simmons to the paint. And then Sharp with the dunk.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Smith kicks to Martin. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Out to the right wing. McDaniels finds Martin. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Smith for three. Good on the triple.
Well, sometimes the defense can be great, and Dennis Smith Jr. says, I can make contested shots.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Gordon. How important was it to come out strong in the first half?
Yeah, extremely important, especially against a team like this. We got to be solid on defense all game. No transition buckets. So the start of the third is going to be huge.
That's where a lot of games are won. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back to the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
You look at their bench production, so valuable to have guys that can come in and contribute the way they have. Let's the starters catch their breath without doing any damage.
I need to catch my breath right now.
Why?
There's someone we can bring on the bench for this broadcast.
Oh, my gosh.
And let's get back to our featured game. A fantastic battle between these two guys.
A couple of guys locking horns tonight. Neither one of them backing down as you would expect. You can tell both teams are giving these guys space to work.
And they're taking advantage of the opportunities. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so here's Charlotte. 3-point lead. The big men on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. Kelly Oubre out there with Rozier. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Here is Hayward. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Hayward outside, shoots the 3. A rebound by the Nets.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
If there's been a glaring weakness for the Charlotte Hornets these past several seasons, they clearly are not a good enough defensive team. And I mean that both in the painted area and with their perimeter guard play on the defensive end.
Now, here's Oubre. following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Oubre sets the screen for Rozier. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Here's KD. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hayward outside. The pass to Rozier. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Doris with the strong post presence. Could the Hornets have been a playoff team?
Well, I think it's a foundational piece to any championship level defense. Most of the best defenses begin by taking away the painted area and easy shots and build outward, Kevin. So for me, it's more than just individual parts. You have to add in mentality and commitment and defensive principles that are built from the coach on through the personnel.
And it's Rozier again missing. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Pass to Claxton. Into the lane. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Plumlee with a screen on Irving. On the wing, Rozier. Dishes to Plumlee. Trying to get something going. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
And so here's Charlotte following the bucket by the Nets. And the Hornets call time here.
Make some noise! It's your Honeybee!
And a new group in for the Nets. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Royce O'Neal. Curry's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Mills in for Simmons. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Williams has a screen for Smith. They need this. House contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Defensive foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Edwards, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Foul. First team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Mark Williams. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Williams.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Now here's Mills, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they get it back. Kicks it to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Harris. Hornets with the rebound. 1:35 left in the third. McDaniels passes to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 7.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Sharp. Curry against Martin. Pass to Harris. And a miss there on the triple. It's stolen by Curry. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
And it's Martin penetrating, lays it up off the glass.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Martin against Curry. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Offline with his 3. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. A 2-point game. He kicks to McDaniels. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Richards passes to Martin. A shot by McDaniels, no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Charlotte up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
29. The Nets, 27.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Durant. Simmons is out there with Irving. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Claxton in at the center. Now, here is O'Neal. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Terry Rozier.
This guy is as difficult to cover as there is in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, the master at drawing contact.
Kyrie Irving at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a Net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Martin. And he makes both free throws. You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Nets leading by 3. Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Oubre against Irving. Oubre kicks to Washington. Shot to stop the run. That shot misses. O'Neal with the defensive effort. The Nets on offense. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Now here's Irving. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Oubre. Here's Claxton, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Claxton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. And the Hornets call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
All right, crowd, give it up for your high hip-hop squad.
Now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Rozier looking around. Oubre, right side. Washington with this screen on Irving. Oubre, and once again off the mark by Charlotte.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Washington sets the pick for Oubre. Out to the right wing to stop the drought. And it's Washington missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Oubre finds Rozier. Simmons with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 11. Outside Durant. Irving with it. There's the pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Off Offensive rebound. Back to Simmons. Out to KD. Off target from outside. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Simmons against Rozier. Launches it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Over Washington. KD can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 11. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Washington with a screen on Simmons. Oubre on the wing. He dishes it to Plumlee. Over Irving. Looking to end the run. And the bucket is good from Plumlee down low.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Claxton.
Hornets foul call. Mason Plumlee.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Harris is checked in for the Nets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Washington sets the pick for Rozier. Over Simmons. Oubre passes to Hayward. 5 on the clock. Fades. That's a 2 from Rozier. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Rozier for 3, and the Hornets miss again. And here are the Nets. Huge run right now for them, going 19-2. Simmons against Rozier. Now Simmons. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally. Just trying to come out here and put on a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, New Balance presents your Player of the Game.